Try to fill the hole. They've been telling us for a week that they're going to call Mr. Depp to try to fill the hole in their counterclaims. They didn't do that. And it's very consistent with the game playing. Let's go into court after the police have found no problem and after witness who had no relationship with each other said there are no visible marks. Let's not give Mr. Depp's lawyer the required 24-hour notice before the TRO. Let's march into court with our publicist, with our lawyer, with our best friend who no longer talks to her. Let's get a TRO. And when the Me Too folks say, why are you taking $7 million from an abuser? They said, I didn't take money from the abuser.
In case you don't know, mind games play a big role inside the court. And sometimes, pulling the right strings to counter your opponent can happen psychologically. Well, this may sound very technical or borderline scientific, but don't worry, I have the best example for you. Remember when Ben Chew filed a motion to strike Amber's counterclaim before day 21 of the trial started? Most of you might be wondering why Johnny's team decided to file this when they know it'll probably get dismissed. There's actually more behind that. So, why did Depp's team decide to file the motion to strike? And was everything part of a bigger plan? Let's find out. Ben Chew delivered the motion to strike for the following reasons. First, for the failure to prove by clear and convincing evidence that Adam Waldman made defamatory statements against Amber with malice. And second, to deny the claims for immunity under the anti-SLAPP statute because Heard is allegedly not entitled to it.
Mr. Depp hereby moves to strike defendant Amber Heard's counterclaims because Ms. Heard has not proven by clear and convincing evidence that Mr. Waldman made the 3 allegedly defamatory statements with actual malice. Moreover, Your Honor, the court should also strike defendant's claim for immunity and attorney's fees based on Virginia's anti-SLAPP statute, as she is not entitled to immunity under the statute. Because we know that the court has carefully reviewed our motion papers, I will just hit some of the salient points.
Let's not dwell on the technicalities of the claims and leave it to the lawyers to discuss all the nooks and crannies of the law. However, let's go into details behind the true reason why Depp's team still pushed for the filing of the motion. One of the possible reasons is that they wanted to emphasize their defenses against Amber. And by filing the motion to strike, Ben Chew was able to reiterate testimonies made by the opposing parties and even debunk all of them during his motion. Literally, Johnny's team successfully created a medium for them to present their arguments with minimal objections possible from Amber's team, since it's a motion, not a testimony from a witness. This way, they can verbally demolish Amber's claims without fearing getting interrupted every 1 second. Here are some points Ben was able to present at that time. Ben was able to bring up the fact that Johnny was not able to see the 3 Waldman statements before and after they were published for the first time.
Because this is not included in our brief, that there is no record evidence whatsoever that Mr. Depp even saw any of the 3 statements that Mr. Waldman made prior to being served with the counterclaims in this action.
Because of the motion to strike, Depp's team was not able to present additional evidence for this, and because of that, they were able to lay some facts about this matter. Moving forward, Depp's lawyer followed up on these statements by saying that Amber cannot sue for defamation because Adam didn't blurt out those statements with malice.
The requisite intent for defamation against a public figure is actual malice. That is, the statement must be made with knowledge that it was false or with reckless disregard of whether it was false or not.
And Heard was not able to present any evidence that Waldman had direct intent to besmirch her reputation through those statements.
Your Honor, the evidence shows that Ms. Heard cannot prevail on her claim because she cannot and did not establish that Mr. Waldman made the statements with actual malice. Mr. Waldman testified that he conducted extensive investigation and reasonably believed that the 3 statements he made were true. Ms. Heard presented nothing to contradict that undisputed fact. Ms. Heard
Chew also narrated how Amber's other motions against Johnny were already dismissed, and this alone already gave the judge the impression that Amber's accusation against Johnny is groundless and false, as stated by other courts who ruled on the matter. However, the highlight of the motion to strike was when Ben Chew made a comparison between Amber, a woman who claims she is getting abused by her husband, and Johnny, a man who also claims that he is the one receiving punches and blows from his wife. Listen to how Ben perfectly presented this statement.
Imagine if the shoe were on the other foot and Mr. Depp, a man, was saying to a woman, "Oh, woman up, I only hit you, I didn't punch you." And it was chilling when she warned him on the tape, you go tell a judge, you go tell a jury that you, a man, were abused. See if they're going to believe that.
Yes, the motion to strike was ultimately dismissed. However, everything that Ben argued, presented, and emphasized will be put on the record, and the court can review all of these during deliberations. And that, folks, is how you win a mind game by playing it smart.